Hello everyone, Ace here, and today I'm providing a bit of an update regarding the NICKMERCS situation. Now, for those who are not aware, NICKMERCS is a content creator who up until recently had a bundle on Call of Duty, and this changed when he tweeted that children should be left alone, at which point Activision decided to cancel him and remove his bundle over such a massive transgression as arguing that children should be left alone. This statement being made in response to the fact that schools have been known to push some pretty harrowing content, up to and including outright pornographic material, onto their students. Needless to say, the fact that NICKMERCS was cancelled over this has outraged quite a good number of people, and there have been some notable news updates since I did that last video. For a start, I should mention that other content creators, outraged by what has happened, have called on their followers to boycott Call of Duty in response. Most notably, Dr. Disrespect, who live-streamed himself uninstalling the game. Now, some may argue that people uninstalling the game isn't going to send that big of a message because Activision already has their money. Though to take up that argument, you'd have to ignore things such as microtransactions that have been a core part of how Activision runs its business for quite a while now, along with most AAA publishers, I might add. In other words, uninstalling the game may in fact have a bigger impact than what many may suspect. But on the subject of microtransactions, I believe now is a good time to move on to the subject of TimTheTatman, who alongside NICKMERCS had a bundle on Call of Duty, but upon seeing NICKMERCS' bundle get removed, demanded and got his own bundle removed as well in support of NICKMERCS. That is an act that I believe deserves the utmost respect. This is an example of a man who is standing up for his principles as well as his buddies. And I suspect that this is going to send a very loud and clear message to Activision with regards to what members of the general public think of their recent decision. This is a case of Activision doing something so utterly unpopular that streamers and content creators are actively choosing to distance themselves from the company and from Call of Duty. In other words, it would seem that in their attempt to cancel NICKMERCS, Activision has succeeded only in canceling themselves, because now NICKMERCS is more popular than ever, and Call of Duty is now the one instead suffering the consequences. And on that subject, let's now move on quite cleanly to how Activision's virtue signaling has been getting absolutely ratioed on Twitter as well, to the tune that even Activision's own official Twitter account is outright censoring people by refusing to allow them to even reply to their latest tweet. Though because people are still able to quote tweet regardless of what Activision wants, this instead is quite likely causing the Streisand effect to kick in full force. Of course, it's not just the Activision account that is facing this kind of backlash, as the Call of Duty account is doing so as well, with new tweets getting continuously ratioed with people saying, quote, "leave children alone," in the replies over and over again. So it's safe to say that Activision is facing a great deal of pressure right now, and who knows, perhaps it's even possible that they'll give NICKMERCS his bundle back, with the hope that this all goes away. That isn't exactly a guarantee right now. However, with all of the pressure that Activision is facing, it's not exactly out of the realm of possibility. And personally, I do of course hope that NICKMERCS does actually get his bundle back in the end, for reasons that I believe are fairly obvious. At the end of the day, he said nothing wrong, nor did he do anything wrong. This never should have happened in the first place, but since it did, the very bare minimum that Activision can do is return the bundle. And having said all that, I will of course continue to keep my ear to the ground and keep you all informed should any more news come. But in any case, this has been Ace. Hope to see you guys again soon. Take care. Ace out.